I'm Scott Mishoe. This video will be dealing with slap technique for guitar. I'd like to start with a few basic techniques that help to get me started, and then we'll go into some real simple grooves. First groove I'd like to show you is basically triplets. If you look over here at the right hand, what I'm going to be doing is coming down on the low E string underneath of it with the index finger on the D string. You come down like that, up with the thumb, pull. The left hand is pretty much just muting out the strings over here, okay? So you got a triplet rhythm, which will be trip, pull, let, trip, pull, let. Start at a slow speed, gradually increase the speed. Here, let me start it slow again. Gradually build the tempo. Now the next one is just going to be where you're going to add in your index finger. So you're going to come down on the low E string, thumb underneath the E, come up with the thumb. On the A string, you'll pull the A, and then with the second finger, you'll pull the D string. So we got... That's a grouping of 4. You could start off using basic eighth notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and later on progress into 16th notes. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E, and once again start really slow, get the feel of it, and then gradually increase the tempo. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and... Okay. Now another thing to work on that's pretty cool is going from left hand to right hand, alternating. An example of that would be like, say, starting with the right hand, like open E string, left hand mute. I'm just kind of smacking the fretboard like that. So it's like left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand, left hand, just back and forth like that. Then you could go right hand with the open, left hand, 2 opens with the right hand, and then left hand. So you got a grouping of 2, then you got a grouping of 3. So it's like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay? Eventually you'll take all these techniques and mix them up, you know, into your own grooves, or grooves that I'll show you today on this video. Example, here's a groove that I've got that kind of mixes that up a little bit. Let me just play it and then I'll slow it down and break it down for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now at a slow speed, what I'm doing, I'm going right hand with an open, left hand mute, come down on the E string and the D, the thumb is underneath the low E, up with the thumb, pull the D string, which I'm doing kind of a 5th fret harmonic thing right there, and come in with a left hand mute, okay? Let's just start with that right there. Let me go over that again. So you got, okay, next section of that, come down, it's a straight hit down, thumb is on the low E, the index finger is on the G. I'm going to pull a harmonic on the 5th fret on the G. Then I'm going to go back and do the thing where you go underneath the low E with the thumb, the first finger's on the D, up with the thumb, pull the harmonic on the D again at the 5th, and then come back in with the left hand mute. Then you're going to go open on the low E, left hand mute, and then the whole thing repeats, okay? Here that is really slow, so you got... a little bit quicker. move number 2. I'm going to do it very slow, and then we'll break it down just like we did the last groove. Here it is, very slow. A little bit quicker. Okay, now let me break that down into sections for you. What I'm doing again, I'm going right hand for open E string, left hand mute, low E string and the A string. I've got the thumb underneath the low E, the index fingers on the A, come up with the thumb, pull the A string at the 5th fret, hammer on to the 7th fret. Then we're going to go open twice with the right hand with the thumb, left hand mute, it repeats that, same thing, open, open, left hand mute. Then I'm going to come underneath the low E, up with the thumb with an open, and then low E 3rd fret, which you hit with your thumb, okay? Let's just let that be a section. Let me play that again very slow. So you got... One more time. Second section. I'm going to do same thing, start the same way. Right here's where it changes. You'll go open E, hammer to the 5th fret, pull the D string with your index finger, go down a whole step, same thing, low E with the thumb, hammer to 3rd fret, pull the 5th fret on your D string, okay? Here that is real slow, so you got... Put that together, that second section. Again. Okay. Alright, now let me put those 2 sections together slow. So you got... third section that I had thrown in there, I was doing, starting the same way. Then I threw in this E minor pentatonic lick, which is pretty cool. The way that's going, low E, you're going to go open, hammer on to the 5th, hammer on to the 7th, pull the open D with the index finger. You'll notice when I do that though that I keep the index finger, it comes down at the same time, so I'm trying to say it like, you can see that, focus on the right hand for me there. Instead of going like this, and then coming in later, have it already there, right when you come down with that thumb, like, okay. Then on the A string, you hit open A, hammer 5, hammer 7, pull the D string again at the 7th fret, okay. Then with the thumb, you're going to hit your D string, okay? Hammer the 7th fret, hammer the 9th, and then pull the G string at the 9th. Let me put those 3 little parts together really slow. So you got... One more time. Slower. groove number 3. Let me just play it for you, and then I'll slow it down for you, and we'll break it down. Breaking it down into sections. Section number 1, we're going to go open E, left hand mute, okay? Come down on the E and the D. I'm using the thumb on the low E, pull the D, the second fret. Okay, I'm going to do that slow again. Okay, and then I'm going to come underneath the low E string with the thumb, which will be like a mute. Then come up with an open. Second fret with the thumb, third fret with the thumb, and then you're going to come down on the E and the D, thumb, index finger, pull the 5th fret on the D. So you got, okay, one more time. Okay, in the next part, we're going to go underneath the low E again, up with the thumb, which is an open, 7th fret, thumb, on the low E, 5th fret, on the low E. So you got. Then you'll come down on the low E with the thumb again, the first finger on the D, pull the octave, which is the 7th fret on the D again. Come underneath the low E with the thumb, open, 3rd fret with the thumb, okay? And then you're going to go E and the D again, come straight down like that, up with the thumb, pull 8 on your D string, okay? Then go back to the low E and hit the 6. So it's like that. It's the same lick down here, you know, at the 3rd fret, you know. Like that, okay? So. Okay, and let me put that together. So you got. Second time through, it's basically the same thing up to a certain point. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So you got right here. Okay, right when you get to that 5th fret, okay, you go on the low E with the thumb, come down on the E and the D, pull the 7, okay? Like in the beginning of this lesson, we talked about that thing where you come underneath the low E with the thumb, up with the thumb, pull the D string at the 5th fret. That's what I'm doing right there. Okay, so you got, then another little lick thing right here where I'm going open A with the thumb, hammer the 9th fret, pull the 9th fret on the D string, just go down a half step, basically the same thing, open A, 8th fret, hammer on, 8 on the D string, pull, using the index finger, and then right here on the A string, open, hammer to 7, that's all you do for that one. Then go down a whole step, which you'll go open A with the thumb, hammer to 5th, pull the D string 5th fret, okay? Now we're going to go to the low E with the thumb, okay? Which will be open E, hammer to 7, 7 on the A. Then down a whole step, which will be open E, hammer to 5, pull 5 on the A, of course with your index finger. So putting that together, really slow up. One more time, we'll do it even slower. Okay. Let me put that in context with that groove. So. mind just repeating the first section again after that lick right there, after that. Is when you get to that 5th fret on the 4th time. It's just like the first time. Watch. Thumb on the 5, right? Pull the 7, the octave on the D string. Then I'm just going underneath the low E, up on the low E, power chord, which is just 2 and 4. Same thing, underneath the low E, up, on the low E after that. Power chord at the 3rd fret on low E, 5th fret on the A. Same thing, up another half step, thumb under the low E, up with thumb, 4th fret, 6th fret, and then just go up to the 5th and 7th. Just slide it out like that. So it's just like, one more time, try it again. Okay, let me put all those sections together. At least I'll try to. Here you go. Ready? Go. One more time. Ready? Go. Next groove, I'll go ahead and just play it, and then we'll break it down as well, just like we've done the others. Okay, ready, go. We're in the key of B. Starting from the beginning of that, we'll just start with a section. What I'm doing, I'm hitting the low E with the thumb. Okay. Then I'm going to do that thing in the beginning of the video, the second technique, where you come down on the E, A, and D using your thumb underneath the low E, straight down like that. Come up, pull the A, pull the D, but when you pull it, you're going to pull the 7th fret and hammer on to the 9th fret. So just that little bit. One more time on that. Thumb, come down on the low E, up on the A, pull the D, then hit the 7 on the D with the thumb, hammer on to 9. One more time. Okay, the next section, I'm going to come down, thumb on the low E, first finger on the 7th fret, pull the 7th, same thing, again. Then, this time, I'm going to come underneath the low E, first finger on that G again, straight down like that, up with the thumb, pull the 7, hammer to 9, and then hit the 11 on the G with the thumb. So it's like... Try that one more time. Open E, left hand mute, come down on the low E with the, thumb, come up, pull the 5th fret on the D, slide to 6. So you got. Then come down on the E string with the thumb, and the first finger will be on the G, and then pull the 7th fret. Okay, so you got. One more time. that, you're going to come down on low E again, come up with thumb, pull the D string, open, hammer to the 2nd fret, okay? And then on the low E, you'll go open with the thumb, hammer to 4, open with the thumb again, hammer to 4. It says. Okay, let me put that together. Quicker. Okay. On the 2nd time through, it's basically the same thing. That point right there, I'm going to go from right there where I go. Okay, as you can see, it's the same thing, you know, low E, thumb underneath of it, come straight down, up on the low E, pull the open D, hammer to 2, then you're going to go like this, thumb on the low E, hammer to the 4th fret, pull the A string with the 1st finger, pull the D string with the 2nd finger, and that's at the 2nd fret as far as the left hand is concerned. Okay, then with your thumb, you're going to hit the open A, hammer to 4, then pull 5 on the D, and then slide up a half step. Okay, let me do that slow. Like that. Okay, after that section, you'll go low E, hammer on to the 4th fret, pull the 6th fret on the D, go up a half step. Same thing. Go up another half step. This time I'm going to go low E, hammer to 6, hammer the A string with your 3rd finger of your left hand, then pull the D string at the 6th fret. So you got. Okay? Put that together slow. Starts over, back to this part. Now the only difference is on the start over, I'm going to use the blues scale. Right here, watch this. Okay, doing that lick slow. Okay, I'm going low E, G string. Pull the G at the 7th, same thing, up a whole step, pull a 9, then I'm going to do the alternating thumb thing, so you come down on the E and the G, up with the thumb, pull the 10, hammer onto the 11, then on the B string with your index finger of the right hand, pull 10, like that. So you got, sorry, let me try that one more time. After that, you're going to go low E, left hand mute. Then I'm going to do the thing again where you come down, thumb on the low E, underneath of it, up with the thumb, pull the A with the index finger, pull the D with the 2nd finger, okay? Then, right after that, you're going to hit the D string with the thumb. I'm hammering on the A to the 12, pull off to 9, hammer on to 11, okay? Let me do that again. And then I'm going to pull the G 9th fret, okay? A little slower. Okay, next part after that, you're going to go low E with the thumb, come straight down again, index finger on the D, come up with the thumb, pull the 9 on the D, hammer to 11, then go to the G, same thing, 9, pull, hammer 11, pull off the 9, and then pull the B string 9, okay? Difference is everything repeats exactly the same. The last time you get to this E section, instead of ending on that 9 right there, what I'm going to do is just strike the 12th fret on the B and the E together. Right there. So what that would be like. Opposed to going. So let me put all that together for you. I'm ready. What's cool, once you learn the sections, you can start mixing the order up. You put them in any order you want to put them in. Example, I'll just kind of mess around with it. Okay, I appreciate you watching, and if you have any questions, you're more than welcome to contact me. My home phone number is 757-851-6832. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Take care.